Unfiltered. We're just learning here, okay? Yesterday I had posted a little short introducing myself. I've been on back and forth on YouTube, trying to grow a channel, but at the same time got scared, stopped, came back, got scared, and then obviously now let's just do it, okay? We're not going to get anywhere if we're going to be scared. So tell you the truth, I am just going to talk a little bit about myself. I'm going to get comfortable with this mic. I'm going to get comfortable with this camera. It is super intimidating, let me tell you. But practice, right? And it's not going to be perfect. But this is what I want. If you could tell me if there's things, little pointers, I would love to hear that. I would love to learn how to get better. If there is something that that could be super helpful for me, 100%. Leave a comment. I want to say thank you to the four subscribers that followed me and left their comments yesterday on my short. And what you had said also had helped me too. So I had changed a few things, and I do appreciate the tip, because even being an adult, I can still be careless and naive of the internet, right? Okay. So, like I mentioned before, I used to do true crime. I stopped doing that. I like watching it. I don't like researching it. I am not, it started to give me nightmares. So we got away from true crime. Now, I started a podcast with my cousin, but unfortunately, we just couldn't line up our schedules, which was unfortunate. It was super fun. I really enjoyed it. But hopefully he comes back. Hopefully he comes on as a guest. I would love that. So now I am doing this solo. I do want guests coming on. I do want to talk to people, like I mentioned. I want to find out, different ways of life and be open to hear other people's opinions on, how they live. I want to hear about people who are in addiction. I want to hear from people who are in recovery. I want to hear from parents. I just want to hear from you, and to have a good conversation, not get crazy. That's pretty much it, right? So why not? So like I mentioned, I was in recovery, or am in recovery, sorry. Been 4.5 years sober. It has been quite the learning experience, quite the lesson, quite the journey, actually. Lots of lessons, and learning how to become a better person, a better mom, a better sister, a better daughter, just better just for myself. And that takes a lot. Like, that takes a lot of time, right? My first year sober was not easy. It was not easy at all. It was pretty rough. But the one thing that I knew is that I couldn't pick up. And that has led me to this point, is because the moment I hit that milestone, I had to do it again, and I had to do it again, and I had to do it again, to where now this is just the way that I live. And I'm very proud of that. So I'm on TikTok, and I talk about things that I've learned in recovery, and I have a lot of friends who follow me who are in recovery. So we're going to get some of them on here, and it's going to be a good chat, because if you are struggling, I do want to let you know it is not something to be ashamed about. It's not something to think that you are alone. You are not. And if there is something that I might be able to help you with, just even from hearing this, you can also leave a comment as well, and I can reach out to you, and we can just maybe have a one-on-one if it feels better, like safer for that type of conversation. But definitely reach out. Definitely reach out. Don't do that by yourself. And if you fell because you were sober, I fell. I fell twice, and I got back up, and each time taught me something about that fall and why I did it. It's not something that, you're proud of in the moment, but my first fall, and I'll always remember this group that I went to. I went to an AA meeting, and there was surrounded by a lot of older people, a lot of years of sobriety in this room, and I'm crying, and this older gentleman beside me, he was so nice, and he's like, "How come you're crying?" I'm like, "Well, I relapsed." He's like, "Look around. We all relapsed, but you're here. So stop crying. You're safe." And it happens. And that had taught me, being a part of this group and being a part of AA has shown me that humility is a great way, is a great thing to have, and being grateful 100%, because it doesn't matter what somebody might think of you. It's what you think of yourself, and you'll have that choice. And I think getting sober 100% is a good thing for me anyways, and for anybody obviously. But enough about that. I feel like I'm rambling because I'm so nervous. We're going to get more into recovery. I do promise you that. I think it is great to talk about. I think it's great to show that people like don't isolate, don't think that you're alone. That's a big one, is that you're not alone. And like I mentioned, any way that I could help, I would love to help. So where do we go? Okay, here, obviously, extremely nervous, very nervous. What are kind of some hot topics that you guys like to talk about? What is like the one thing that you come to YouTube for that you would like to see? And maybe I could deliver that. I know I watch a lot of in like channels on here, and there's just with this one channel that I follow, and I've seen them from their first video that they have posted, and now it's 6 years later, and they're doing phenomenal. So it's pretty inspiring, and you know that it can happen as long as you stay consistent. So what are you taking from today? Today, one, my name is Dallas. I'm in recovery. I'm mom of two, and just trying to figure it out. And this will get better, because if we don't do it, if I don't get comfortable with it, then I'll just continue saying, hey, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, and nothing will ever come of it, because I'll be too scared to do it that. So, and also I do have to do it at night. We can't do this when the kids are up, because I want to have conversations that might not be appropriate for a child to hear. And yeah, you can there might be a few swear words, whatever. We're adults, and we got to act like adults. But at the same time, if that's something that you would love to do, is come on, have a conversation. We can pick whatever type of topic that you want, as long as it's like, we don't want to talk about politics or religion or just certain things. We can save that for another website, Twitch or Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. We can go there for that. We don't want to do it here. So that's kind of just where I'm going to draw the line already, is that I don't want to talk about those topics. I live in Canada. You might be from the States. We get it. We know it's not great. So that being said, if you want to do this with me, please leave a comment. I'm going to reach out to a couple of people who already left comments for me. Thank you again. And this, I promise, will get more better, and it'll get more fluent, and you'll see the change. I do have to change a light. If anybody has an idea with this light behind me, it's too bright. So we got to figure out that situation. So follow me for more tomorrow. Hopefully a little better. And I do appreciate if you actually lasted to the end of this. Thank you so much for just even giving me that time. And we will, let's grow together. Okay. So leave a comment, hit that like, hit that follow. And I promise you this, even 6 months from now, this will be amazing, and I might be talking to you. So thank you again, and have a good night.